Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new episode of NASCAR Heat 3 Career Mode. As always, make sure you subscribe for weekday content, and this weekend we'll have some content as well because I missed Tuesday and Wednesday due to being busy. But we're going to be racing the number 20 car here in Darlington to start this episode off for Joe Gibbs Racing in the Cup Series. So this is a big 5-star opportunity, so let's see what we can pull off here in this race.
NASCAR Throwback Weekend. So join us as we celebrate 7 decades of NASCAR and take a fun trip back through time. Let's do some old school racing.
Alright, we are ready to go green. You see all the throwback paint schemes going by. We do not, unfortunately, get to use the throwback in a hot seat, but next season we will get to do that. But the green flag is out in Darlington. We start from P16. The goal position is 3rd if we want a chance to drive for this team next season. So clearly we have to have a really good run, and Darlington might be kind of hard for that because, you know, we got the apron there, we got the wall on our right, it's a tight track, and usually I screw up. If you watch my NASCAR Heat 2 career mode, you know that I've almost won this race before, and then I've hit the apron and just blew it, and hopefully we don't do that. This time around was we made contact with the 3 car of Austin Dillon, forcing it 3 wide, now to the inside of Kyle Larson on the exit of 4. We're going to force the 3 wide on McMurray. Get past him to the inside of Stenhouse. We're already into the top 10 within the first lap of this race. Jimmy Johnson right behind me. That is actually a pretty nice paint scheme. I didn't like it at first, but it looks nice at least on the game. Into turn 3, running down Almirola in the number 10. I kind of feel left out not having a throwback right now. But we're going to go to the inside of Almirola as we come to complete the second lap. We were able to get by him with just pretty much no problem at all as we clear him. Just about a little bit of contact on the right rear, so he is going to fight back. But on the exit of 2, we get the pull away, and we clear him as I get really loose on the exit of turn 2. But we do hang on to it, thankfully, and I kind of chopped Almirola, making sure he doesn't get to my outside going into turn 3 because I didn't want to have to deal with him when we got there. But we were able to get away from him, and slowly but surely we started clicking off positions throughout the rest of this race as we ran down Kurt Busch, waiting to get an opportunity on him as he tried to make a move on Truex. He was unsuccessful. Out of turn 2, Truex is on the inside of Keselowski, and we forced it just about to the inside of Kurt Busch, but he kind of blocked. But we did get to his inside going into turn 3, with Jimmy Johnson still just following me through the pack. He has not left my back bumper this whole race at this point. So he can kind of just keep lurking there as we force the 3 wide on Truex and them. We got past them, no problem. And we got up to Ryan Blaney for P3 by lap 11. This is our goal position, so all we have to do is get past him and then hang on to basically just hold on to the 3rd position until the race is over, and we'll be fine, and we'll have a 5-star offer from JGR next season. As you see, we try to make a move to the inside of Blaney on the exit of 4. Pretty good run, a little bit of contact again, but we do clear him, and then this brings us to 3 to go. We've ran down Kyle Busch for P2 at this point, and I'm just trying to kind of extra solidify my position, how I deserve a 5-star team, as we try to pass our teammate for the moment, Kyle Busch, with 2 laps to go. I believe Kevin Harvick leads this race, but he is way up front. And the reason Kyle Busch is back here this far is simply because the lap traffic helped me catch him. So really we should just be running P3. As you can see, he's pulling away now at this point. But right now I'm not really worried. I don't really care if we finish 3rd because it's all we need. But if we could finish 2nd, that would be nice as we come out of turn 4. The white flag is in the air. Kevin Harvick trying to pull off the victory in Darlington. Kyle Busch trying to hang on to 2nd, but we're trying to steal 2nd from him. Out of turn 2, we have a pretty solid run on Kyle Busch down the back straightaway into turn 3. We are going to be coming up on lap traffic. One more chance to get past him. In turn 4 and out just about. Kyle Busch slows up a little bit. We're just going to ride the outside and see if we can get him at the line. We do get him at the line. We get P2 in Darlington. So both of the 5-star hot seats that we've run, we needed top 5, and we've gotten it. Or top 3, sorry, and we've gotten it. And we know we're going to have at least one more 5-star hot seat offer. Or not hot seat, but we're going to have a 5-star team offer because we made the playoffs in Xfinity, locked in. So we will get at least an offer from 3 teams. We know 2 of them. We just don't know the third one, but we will find out once we hit the playoffs. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to have to look through our options. But we had a good finish here. And that's a really good way to end our Cup season for us because that's our last Cup race we can run. Austin Dillon, he's very happy with how I raced. And so is Chris Buescher. We'll compliment him. Greg Galding. I don't like Greg Galding, but we're going to compliment him anyways. But that was a good race. Now we have 2 more races in the Xfinity Series before the playoffs start, and that is Indianapolis and Las Vegas. So we're going to get those 2 races done today. But first, you want to see the point standings as we get ready to go into Indianapolis. There's the playoff standings right now. So we got 2 wins. Bell, Allgaier, they both have 6. Custer has 10. So we're not doing great compared to them, obviously, but hopefully maybe we can click off a win or just get another stage win or something to add some security going into the playoffs because, like I said, we're not safe right now. We haven't really run good enough, in my opinion, to be safe going into the playoffs. We can get through the first round, I think, but the second round, that's going to be the tough one. As you can see, we didn't qualify great for Indy. I qualified P23, but the green flag is out, starting behind the 11 of Ryan Truex, who has Brandon Jones on his outside, so I decided we're going to make it 3 wide right away to try and get away from the 19 at least. They're hanging on pretty tough. Jones not wanting to back out. Trying to get to the inside of Martins, but Tommy Joe, he does not want me to get to his inside. On the exit of turn 2, a little bit of contact with the left rear of Ryan Truex as we are still 3 wide down the back straightaway approaching turn 3. I'm going to side draft the 11 just a little bit to slow his momentum. Into turn 3, Jones, he's clear and he's going to hit me in the right rear, and here it comes. Yep, he's got no problem with running into the back of me. Sorry, Ryan Truex. Oh, we got a crash. Oh no. Okay, we hang on to it. We do hang on to it. That was not good, but we do get going. We are down to P22. We kind of gained 1 spot still this lap, so that's a good thing at least. But Brandon Jones kind of started all of that, and I mean, I'm not really surprised, unfortunately. These rivals, they really do not like me. And yeah, it's gonna push over into the playoffs, and it's gonna make it interesting. I already know that. But down the back straightaway, we did catch this pack once again. Now we go to the inside of Vinnie Miller as we approach turn 3. Maybe even get to the inside of Ryan Reed as we get there. We do get to the inside of him. Now to the inside of Joe Nemechek. Solid few laps here. We've gotten to the back of Brandon Jones. Hello. Give him a nice little bump, letting him know that we are here. We're going to give the 19 a big shove down the straightaway, not let off of him. Cross the line halfway through stage 1 at this point. Jones, he pushes up the track a little bit. He does get down right in front of me. We're not going, I don't want to wreck him at this point, and we didn't decide to wreck him. We instead got past him. You see, I worked my way up to P13 on the last lap of stage 1, coming to the checker this time. We're not going to get any stage points, unfortunately. But we are going to have a solid finish in stage 1, at least considering how it started. So we get P13 in stage 1. We're going to see who won the stage to get a playoff point before the playoffs start in just a few races. Ross Chastain with another stage win. What in the world is happening? How is this guy winning stages? I don't know how. But we are ready to start stage 2 from P13 on the inside. The green flag is back out. Hopefully we can get into the top 10 here. Giving the shove to the 2 car down the straightaway into turn 1. A little bit of contact with the 61 of Kaz Grala. Out of turn 1, we're pretty clean so far as we go a little wide into turn 2. Not what I needed to do, but we still get a decent corner out of it anyways. Down the back straightaway, we might have to side draft the 61. We do have actually the run on him instead, so we will easily get clear of him. Now to the inside of Austin Cindric in the 22 car. Oh, I screwed up turn 3. We're pushing up into Ryan Preece. We keep it off of him just barely. Oh goodness, we are really making mistakes on this lap. But we do get clear of Preece for the top 10 position now. On the inside of Matt Tifft. Out of turn 4, we're going to easily get past him. Now to Daniel Hemrick in the 21. We go to the inside of him as we approach the line. And this is where it's about to get tough because I see two rivals ahead, Spencer Gallagher and Christopher Bell. So obviously that's going to make things kind of interesting. Hopefully we are able to get by them with no problems at all. I kind of have an idea of how we can nurse our way around them. As Hemrick not wanting to give up the outside, he is forcing his way on my right door, trying to get past me. But we do clear him down the back straightaway for P8 as we approach turn 3 behind our teammate Tyler Reddick and our rival Spencer Gallagher. A decent corner, and that's going to close the gap a little bit. As we approach turn 4, on the exit, we get close to Gallagher. He's a rival, so I have absolutely no problem running into the back of him. As we push him down the straightaway, I've kind of given up on not having rivals going into the playoffs. As you can see, we did get past our rivals. We're up to P4, coming to the checker this time in stage 2. I just kind of waited for the right moment. We had a lot of straightaway speed with the draft, and I was able to get past them, thankfully. As we pass Kevin Harvick now for P3 in turn 4 on the exit before we get into the back with Ross Chastain. We might get the draft, but it doesn't look like it. We are not going to be able to pass Chastain, I don't think. As we try to look to the inside, but we do not get it. P3 in stage 2, and our teammate Justin Allgaier with another playoff point. But we're set up pretty decent for the start of stage 3 here, so hopefully we can have a really good stage and win this race and get 5 more playoff points. Alright, we are ready to go green behind our teammate Justin Allgaier. The green flag is out for possibly the final time in Indianapolis. We're going to give a shove to our teammate Allgaier as we approach turn 1, get him clear of Ross Chastain, and try to even clear myself by the time we get to turn 1. We do not clear him, but we might clear him right here. We do clear the 4 of Ross Chastain now. Cole Custer behind me in P3. Man, these guys have a big run on the outside. Chastain's going to fight his way back to the outside of me. He's got the run down the straightaway. Harvick, he's going to go to my outside now. But we're going to attempt to side draft him down the straightaway. We get right on his left rear, slow his momentum down as we approach turn 3. Christopher Bell, one of my rivals, now close to my bumper in the mirror, you see. But he's on the outside, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem as we get clear of Harvick to the inside of Chastain now. Side by side out of turn 4, we should clear Chastain with no problem. We do clear Chastain by the line. Now we just have to get to our teammate Justin Allgaier. 9 laps remain. Out of turn 1, we do close just a little bit on the 7. He certainly has a strong car, as he usually does in this race. But we were slowly closing that gap, and that's all we need to do because we got 9 laps to do it. So if we just keep doing what we're doing now, we're going to have a shot to pass him for the lead and overall get the victory here in Indianapolis before the playoffs start to add 5 more playoff points. Just about all over the back of Justin Allgaier at this point through turns 4. He pushes up. We hit the apron. We get loose and we keep it off the wall, thankfully. We still somehow gain time on him. Down the front straightaway, we somehow set our fastest lap right there, even though we hit the apron. I don't know how we did that. Allgaier really strong through turns 1, though he actually pulls away just a little bit now as we close in on the entrance of turn 2. I hit the apron again to push up. I'm trying to get every little centimeter I can inching in on his lead, but it's not happening right now enough. But we should be able to get a run in turn 4 as I hit the wall down the straightaway. Don't make fun of me for that one. Turn 3, he slows up a little bit. We have a bit of a run. Turn 4 is where we might be able to get him. He might push up. He pushes up. We get to the inside of Allgaier for the lead. Down the front straightaway, we side draft him. Even coming to the line. We are going to at least lead 1 lap here in Indianapolis. 7 to go at this point in the race. And Allgaier, he's going to fight back on the outside. We're pushing up a little bit. He might have to... No, he's not going to back out. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't back out of that one. I would have personally in his situation. Now he's going to easily clear me out of turn 4. And unfortunately, he drove away as my tires started to fall off. Harvick has caught me now. Gallagher has caught me. And then there's another car back there that has run us down. So you can tell just how much this car has fallen off within the last few laps as we hit 2 laps to go in Indianapolis. Allgaier just trying to hang on to the victory at this point as I'm still trying to at least gain time. You can see how much I'm pushing up now in the corners with this right front tire going down much faster than the others. Harvick has caught me again. Down the back straightaway, he has a lot of speed. We might have to block him. I'm going to let him get... Oh, you know what? I maybe shouldn't have let him get to my inside because here comes Spencer Gallagher. We're just going to let them have the spot for now. You guys can have it. We're not winning this race, so it doesn't really matter where I finish at this point because we're locked into the playoffs as we give Gallagher a bump out of turn 4. Justin Allgaier, he will take the white flag in Indianapolis. We give the 23 another shot going down the straightaway. Entering turn 1 for the final time in Indianapolis. Try to get to the 23's bumper again. We miss, but we almost get to the outside of him. We do get to the outside of him. He's going to force me up towards the wall. And that kind of screwed up my turn 2 entrance. So Gallagher puts a good gap between myself and him. And now Tyler Reddick, our teammate, has caught us as we go down the back straightaway one final time. They do screw up turn 4 every time, so we might be able to get a spot or two out of this still. Through turns 3, one final time, you can hear the right front just scrubbing away at this point. Now, as we enter turn 4, this is going to be our opportunity. They push up right there. We're going to go to the outside for sure. Gallagher a little bit slow. We get the run on his right side as we try to draft Harvick. Oh, Gallagher. Oh, we make contact. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're okay. We got 4th. You know, usually that's the rival's fault, but that was my fault right there. I turned left on Gallagher thinking I had cleared him. And, kind of maybe forcing myself to clear him. And we were unsuccessful. And I wrecked myself off of him. Well, we didn't wreck, but we just about wrecked. So that was not great for us, but hey, we got a top 5 as we approach the final race of the regular season in the Xfinity Series. It's already time to get ready to start the playoffs, which is going to be nice. So hopefully we can have a good final regular season finale and hopefully get a victory or at least a playoff point out of it. We have momentum going into Las Vegas. Not bad. I'm enjoying that because we're going to have extra speed. I do hate the momentum, but right now I'm not going to complain because we have it going into Vegas, a track I sometimes struggle at. Brandon Jones not happy. We're going to provoke the heck out of him. Ryan Truex, we are going to apologize to him simply because he's the only Truex I like. And Gallagher, of course, we're going to provoke him. But we are ready to finish off the regular season here in the Xfinity Series. We did not run Bristol in the trucks. It says we made the playoffs. Who cares about that? Because just kind of pretend we did not make the playoffs because we're a part-time driver. We're going to get eliminated probably in the first round anyways. So we sim that, and now it is time for Las Vegas in the Xfinity Series. So let's finish this regular season off well. We are ready to go green. We're starting on the outside line, just outside the top 10. About P14 as the green flag is out for the final time in the regular season. Going to give Dylan Lupton a shove down the straightaway. I don't really need to force my way up the outside and make it 3 wide. We're going to lose way too many spots doing that, as I do it anyways. And we get down just behind Lupton. Thankfully, we got back down. Brandon Jones, that's not who we want to have to pass, obviously, but we're going to have to work our way by him anyways. Into turn 3, these guys checked up a big time. Inside of Brandon Jones, he's probably going to hit me. As we come out of turn 4, we try to force it up the inside of the 28, and between the 4 car, we easily get past the 28 and the 4. We have a fast car for sure. I'm already able to tell as we approach turn 1. Already into the top 10, so this has been a really good start, and this will be our last race as well on the kind of old legendary AI. As the November patch came out, we have brand new legendary AI coming at the start of the playoffs in tomorrow's episode, so that's going to be a completely new ball game, as I'm going to actually have to run like actual pit adjustment setups now. So we're going to see how that works out as we come to lap 9 out of 10 in stage 1. You see we got to the inside of Christopher Bell for P3 already. Out of turn 4, we know he's not going to be very nice. Through the travel, he hits me, and we can make more contact. He's going around. That was 100% his fault. Caution comes out. The stage ends. We get P3. 100% Christopher Bell's fault on that. I did not do anything wrong there. I just held my line and turned left. And now he's going to be restarting on my outside, so he's probably going to try and do the same thing again. Daniel Hemrick does win the stage and get a playoff point as we get ready to start stage 2. The green flag is back out. Oh, Christopher Bell just turned me into my own teammate. Nice job. Okay, I see how it's going to be played now. Give Hemrick a bump into turn 1. Christopher Bell did lose a good amount of time doing that to me, so it looks good on him. And our teammate Allgaier, he's going to lose some time as well, unfortunately. But Allgaier doesn't need any more playoff points, so we're just going to kind of leave him to it. Now, John Hunter Nemechek to my inside in turn 3. We should be able to clear him. We do clear him as we get to turn 4 behind Daniel Hemrick with a huge run out of turn 4. Where are we going to go? We're going to go to the outside. That did not work at all. I thought we were going to maybe get alongside him by the time we got to turn 1. Try to make the middle line work. Hemrick right on the white line. We push up the track, and that's not what we needed. At a turn 2, Hemrick pulls away just a little bit. As long as we just kind of keep doing what we're doing, I think we're going to have a car that's fast enough to win this race. I tried the outside line there, you see, and it did not work at all. We did not gain any time. We actually lost time as John Hunter gets all over my back bumper. We do stretch the gap out through the front straightaway. So he did not get the pass on me or get alongside me, thankfully, as we try the middle line again and push up towards the wall in turns 1 and 2, and this line is not working. So I feel like we might have to start running the inside line, even though I don't want to. It might be what we have to do as we go into turn 3 and 4 and run the bottom, and we gain a lot of time on Hemrick this time around. He pushes up kind of like they did in Indianapolis on the exit of 4. We might be able to get past Hemrick within the next handful of laps. Hopefully we can get a stage victory out of it. All over the back of Hemrick as we exit turn 2. We ran the same line. He pulled away. It seems like our strong suit is turn 4, and everywhere else we're maybe even and maybe a little bit worse than Daniel Hemrick. As we go to the inside of Hemrick in turn 4, we kind of forced our way there, but it worked. We get clear just about of the 21. He's going to hang my right rear, but it didn't matter. We were able to get clear of him now on the last lap of stage 2 through turns 3 and 4 on the exit of 4. No one's even close to me in my mirror at this point. We were able to win stage 2 and get at least one extra playoff point going into the playoffs. So that was pretty good. We at least got another one. We're going to get another handful of playoff points at the end of this race because of we got a top 10 in the regular season. So that's going to be good. But we are ready to start the final stage of the regular season in Las Vegas. And the green flag is back out. We got John Hunter right on my back bumper. I think that's Christopher Bell behind Hemrick, so that's not what I want. But it's a 26 lap dash to the finish, and I feel like seeing that many laps that my right front tire is probably going to fall off, and we're going to probably lose positions at one point in this race to where we're not going to be a factor for the victory. Hemrick tries to battle back on my outside, down the back straightaway. He might get the edge on me into turn 3. He does not clear me at least, so we are going to get the run through turns 3 and 4. We should pull away from him a little bit. We do gain a little bit of a gap on him, but he's still within a car length as we come to the line. 25 laps remain in the regular season in Las Vegas. At this point, I was just trying to get to the inside the best I could, but you could see that the right front tire at this point was starting to fall off to where it was becoming a bit of a struggle to run that bottom line. We were at least able to kind of hold our own at this moment and pull away in turns 3 and 4. We were still putting a good gap in these corners, so we didn't really have too many concerns at this point in the race. But over the next 10 laps, the right front really fell off to where we lost the lead to Tyler Reddick on the exit of turn 4. You see at lap 37, Christopher Bell trying to pass me now on the outside line. He's doing the same thing he did earlier in this race through the tri-oval, making a lot of contact into turn 1 now on his inside. He hits me. We go on the apron. He's turning me around. Oh, we do not hang on to it. Hemrick nails me in the left side, and we destroy the front end on the right wall. That's not going to end well for us. The caution is going to come out, and Christopher Bell just ruined our race. And what a way to end this regular season, because now we're going to be P40 and we have to work our way back up. The green flag is back out. It's going to be 10 laps to the end of this race because Christopher Bell is an idiot. And if we get back to him, we're going to take him out for at least one final time this season before this regular season ends, because in the playoffs, we need to race him as clean as possible. We do have the speed. I'm pretty confident that we can still get a top 10 out of this based off my speed on fresh tires. And these guys are on old tires but fresh at the same time because the way the AI tires work in this game. We're just going to run the outside line. See, it's nice we can use the outside line right now because we are flying past these guys. Now to the outside of Morgan Shepherd on the exit of turn 4 down the front straightaway, make a little bit of contact past the line going into turn 1, but it didn't really halt our progress as we get to the outside of Joey Gase and drove by these guys, no problem. I mean, it was really easy to get through the pack, and we just continuously climbed through the pack well into the top 20 we got, and then we worked our way eventually as well into the top 10 position. There you see now into the top 10 with 3 laps to go behind Christopher Bell, the boy who just wrecked us a handful of laps to go, but unfortunately he didn't expect me to get back to him, but now we are back. So I could easily drive by him if I wanted to right now, but there's only 2 laps to go at the line. We don't need to drive by him, we just need to be at his bumper when we come into turn 3 on the white flag. You can hear me on the engine let off pretty early going into turns 1 and 2. I don't want to pass the 20. I just want to wreck him. Ty Dillon behind me in P11. We can still get a top 10 out of this, so I mean it's not too bad. Through turns 3 and 4 though, coming to the white flag this time, I'm not sure who is leading the race, but we're about to find out in about 45-50 seconds. Obviously, as we come to the white flag ourselves, all over the back bumper of Christopher Bell. He is not going to be happy that I'm here as we get to turn 3. But through turns 1 and 2, we're going to run the outside one final time. Through turns 1 and 2, now on the exit of 2, down the back straightaway we go. We are all over the back of Christopher Bell. You hear me letting off the throttle, going down the back straightaways. We have a chance to get him right here on turn 3. Hello, how are you doing? And we did not wreck him like we needed to because he hangs onto the car, but at least we kind of got to move him for a position. And we're going to get P9 to finish the regular season off in Las Vegas with a humongous frame drop when we come across the line, which was a big issue in NASCAR Heat 2, but not too much of an issue in NASCAR Heat 3. But Tyler Reddick somehow has won in Las Vegas, so I don't know how that happened, but it did. So he gets, I think, his first win of the season. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we're probably going to find out when we check the point standings. That was his first win, so that's 5 playoff points to him. Good for Tyler Reddick, I guess. Alright, so that was a good regular season, I think. Let me know what you guys thought of the regular season. I thought it was pretty good. We had a good, solid handful of second place finishes. We got 2 wins out of it, and we have a message.
Congrats on making the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. You haven't won anything yet, but keep up the hard work, and I know you can be a champion.
Well, thank you, Kelly Earnhardt, and we have a lot of video messages.
Congrats. You made it to the playoffs, but it can be a difficult time. Be sure and take it one race at a time.
Congrats on making it to the playoffs. Good luck.
Hey, congratulations on making it to the playoffs. Good luck.
Congratulations on making it to the playoffs, but the real season starts now.
Okay, that was kind of hard to watch. Now we have another one.
Nice job making it into the playoffs. Still got some work to do, but just keep going.
I like the thumbs up from Chad Fincham. Christopher Bell, provoking him because he wrecked me intentionally, and we got him back intentionally. Dylan Lupton, yeah. We're going to apologize to him. But overall, not too many drivers mad at me. But now we have the first race of the playoffs that will be, or the first round of the playoffs will be all of next episode. We'll show the first round, the next episode will be the second round, and then after that we will have the finale at Homestead. Hopefully we will be in the Final Four, but I really think it's going to be tough to get there. I think we can get through this first round, but with this new legendary AI difficulty, we're going to see all about what it's like in the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, comment, like. Those would all help me, and I would be very appreciative for that. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to do those. But we'll end this regular season checking our rep. You see the drivers that hate us, the drivers that like us. There we have a lot of friends, obviously, and contracts. Can we see what teams? I think we can. We got Ganassi. That's the other team. That is our special offer. So we can go to Hendrick, Gibbs, or Ganassi next season. I have an idea of where I want to go, but I'm not going to say anything until we get there. But we'll end the episode by checking out the point standings, playoff grid. This is the playoff grid when we start next episode. So I will see you guys then for the first round of the playoffs at Richmond, Charlotte, Roval, and Dover. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good day, and I will see you guys next time.